Hello, everyone. My name is Austin, and hey, what's up? Uh, I could not sleep, yeah, so I decided to make a video and just talk about a couple things I had in mind. More specifically, I want to talk about a certain topic known as streaming, right? And more specifically, streaming gacha games. What's it like being a gacha streamer, etc. All that good stuff. So, as some of you may notice, right, I am a, a wannabe content creator. Yeah, I am a wannabe content creator in the regard that, yeah, I want to, build myself. I want to build an internet career and, share with the world my love of gacha gaming and, maybe hopefully one day also get paid for it as well. Um, And in terms of that, I think on the YouTube sphere of things, we're definitely far away from ever being a YouTube partner. We're like actually a millennia away. That being said, though, I think I'm very proud of the foundation that I've built, right, in this community anyway. The very small community that I have, you know what I mean. I'm very proud to have built this, this channel, right? This channel, right? I'm doing all sorts of stuff here on YouTube. I recently started this series called Gacha News, right? It's a news show, and I basically, pretend to be different hosts and shenanigans. Ooh, surprise! You know what I mean? In case you haven't already noticed, I pretend to be different hosts and stuff, and I cover Gacha stories, Gacha news, stuff like that. I did an episode of a trivia show. I do plan on releasing an episode 2 for it. Right, and a trivia show about gacha games, right? I do plan on releasing an episode 2, although I definitely need to like put that in the back burner. Who knows? I might just be one of those people that like release a series but never release a fucking sequel to it. But I do plan on releasing a sequel to that original episode. Um, and then, besides releasing those 2 series, right, I've also talked about gotcha games in the past, and I've reviewed gotcha games in the past, and I mainly talked about Hoyo stuff, right, but recently I branched off to other stuff as well. In the past, I also talked about Epic 7, and then recently I talked about Blue Archive as well, on top of my Hoyo stuff. So yeah, I like on YouTube, I think I found my niche on YouTube, right? I think I found it. And honestly, I'm proud to do what I'm proud to do. You know what I mean? I'm very proud, right? I'm very happy that I found my niche. And now all I need to do now is just perfect my craft and just grow as a content creator, right? Make every single video better than the last. But that being said, though, when it comes to live streaming, I've had a lot of trouble, you know, diving into that field, right? Diving into that field and, putting my foot down in the niche that I want to be in, right? So, like I'm a gotcha YouTuber, right? I cover gotcha games, right? So I was thinking, okay, why not I also be a gotcha streamer? A streamer that plays gotcha games. And that is so much difficult compared to YouTube. It's honestly kind of insane, honestly. I mean, to preface, obviously, I understand that live streaming culture and video content creation culture are 2 different things, right? It's 2 different things. And you can't you can't be like, oh, how come I'm better at making YouTube videos, but live streaming, I'm terrible at it for some reason. Like, how come this and that? It's like comparing apples and oranges, right? You're not gonna get the best results. You're not gonna get the best results when comparing them. So to make my comparison more legit and to make it more fair, I'm gonna put some disclaimers. Like, obviously, All this stuff would be my experience, and all this stuff is just all anecdotal, and nothing should be taken too seriously. This is just how I feel. Yeah. Now that being said, I just want to talk about my live streaming experience. Covering gacha games. When it comes to covering gacha games, and live streaming them, right? I find that it is much more difficult. In the fact that, you know, unlike YouTube, where you have a back catalog, right? So let's say, for example, this video does not do well in the YouTube algorithm, right? It doesn't do well. Well, then, yeah, I mean, it sucks, and sure, eventually be buried within the algorithm, or until fucking people search up this video in particular, and they click on the video, and they're like, oh yeah, this video is good, and then the video will be brought back up from the algorithm, right? It'll, the algorithm's gonna recycle that video again, and then you know this fucking post, right, where it's like, you see this recommendation, it's like 10 years ago, and this like old cringy video, right? Like, that shit always happens, right? That shit always happens. Like, people can get served a video that was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, shit like that. And so that's why, like, you shouldn't really worry about, like, viewers and stuff, right? When it comes to YouTube. Because if you make good content, right? If you make good content, I've been doing this for about, let's see, 2024, 2016. I've been doing this for about 8 years now. Granted, I'm not professional or anything, right? But when it comes to YouTube, that back catalog, right? It's nice to have, right? It's nice to have. And, you just have to make good content, right? Or if you don't know if it's, or if, even if you don't think it's good content, as long as you think it's fun, as long as you think it's exciting, as long as you think it's a good video, then eventually the algorithm will serve it to people, right? You know what I mean? It just happens, right? It just happens. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, you get random ass videos that just all of a sudden go viral for no goddamn reason. So you just gotta focus on making good videos, right? And that's where the whole, you gotta have luck on your side. That's where most YouTubers talk about, if you want to become successful, you gotta have a little bit of luck on your side. That's what they're referring to, man. That's what they're referring to. That's why they all recommend you make good videos, videos that you're proud of, videos that you think are fun and are willing to share with the world. And, and then you gotta have a little bit of luck with the algorithm just serving that up to people, or you gotta have a little bit of luck of people searching up your video years down the road, or months down ahead, or like, a couple weeks after you upload this and that, right? So on YouTube, the back catalog is your life friend, basically. That's basically what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm explaining this entire goddamn video. But in terms of live streaming, right? In terms of live streaming, you don't have that back catalog. Every stream you do will be an original. I mean, technically you have VODs, but no one is going to watch you for your VODs on Twitch. They're going to watch you for you. Obviously, people do watch VODs on Twitch, but that's if, like, they miss the stream and they need their dose, right? They need their dose of you. And, they're willing to watch an old live stream. They put that shit in the background, right? Other than that, though, primarily people that are into live streaming, they'll, whether that be Twitch, YouTube, Kick, whatever. In this instance, we're going to talk about Twitch because I'm a Twitch affiliate, and I'll probably, stream there the most, if anything. But yeah, when it comes to, like, Twitch, it's all about that live stream, right? And every live stream, you got to make it count, right? You got to make it count. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to about, like, the culture, right? The vibe. Streaming wise, you're not selling a product, right? You're not building a back catalog of great videos. You're building yourself as a great streamer through, what is it? through different live streams, right? In YouTube's case, you're building that catalog. So that way, when you do go viral one day, maybe, if you're lucky, right? Bam! People come to your channel. There's hundreds of amazing videos, right, on YouTube. On Twitch, it's more like, you work on yourself, right? You work on yourself. You work on what you can do in your chosen category, and you build yourself to become the best streamer there is. So that way, when you do catch them loyal viewers, they'll continue to watch you, and your viewership will grow, right? And eventually, you'll be a master in that category. You'll be a pillar stone of that Twitch community, that live streaming community, right? And that's the general idea, right? That's the general idea. Is that you build yourself instead of the catalog, right? You build yourself, you improve yourself as a streamer, whether that be the content you're doing or the live stream you're doing, your personality, your stamina, the live stream production, this and that. But for the specifics of this video, I want to talk about the gacha aspects of live streaming and why it's so difficult. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to become a gacha streamer because I'm a gacha YouTuber. I call myself that because I'm very proud of my niche on YouTube. So I wanted to establish a presence on Twitch as well. But man, is it so fucking difficult, right? Man, is it so goddamn difficult because the two proven ways of how to grow on Twitch and other live streaming platforms is you import your fan base, right? You import your fan base from one platform to your live streaming platform choice. Or B, you grow from that platform naturally, right? And so obviously when you look at platform, or when you look at choice A, you realize, okay, yeah, so just build a hit audience on YouTube, move that over to Twitch. Well, I mean, you're clicking on this video. This video probably has like one view, and that's probably me. And, I'm not exactly a successful YouTuber, am I? You know what I mean? I'm not exactly, doing good for myself. Granted, I think I have a solid foundation. I'm very proud of that. In terms of the content sphere, I'm not even a YouTube partner yet, which is a bit sad, but here we are. It's 2024. And, so that means I'm only left with the second option. And that second option is to try to start building that Twitch audience on Twitch itself. And this is the most difficult part. And this is something that we'll probably cover. But yeah. On Twitch, if you want to grow Twitch natively, it's very hard for you to blow up natively. Like, if you want to be a good streamer, like a big boy, you know what I mean? Like Jinxie or Queso or whatever. They came from TikTok and like YouTube and shit like that. Actually, I don't know about Jinxie, but I know Queso definitely is a TikTok guy. He definitely came from TikTok and then boom, import that shit to Twitch. I mean, all the big streamers do it, like Moist Critical. He's an OG YouTuber, and now he's known as a streamer because, I mean, he imported his fucking fans over to Twitch. But that's besides the point. You can still do it natively on Twitch, right? You can still do it. You can still grow natively on Twitch. You're just not going to be as big as them because the importing is the best way to become classified as big. But you can still grow as a small streamer, right? And that's what I plan to do. I plan on being a small streamer and just streaming my favorite gacha games. Games like Genshin, HSR, Blue Archive, Epic 7, stuff like that, right? And this is where the whole gacha problem comes in. And it's kind of the fact that, like, man, the rules are so different when it comes to, like, gacha streaming and gacha content creation. At least with gacha content creation, there's, like, multiple sub-niches, sub-genres of your niche. So, for example, I cover the news right now. For now, I'm not planning to become a news channel or anything. But for now, I would classify myself as the guy that covers news, right? If you're looking for news about gacha games, I'm your guy, right? Or if you're looking for guys with bad takes or something, maybe like, I don't know, think of like your least favorite gacha YouTuber. Boom, throw them on whatever, throw them on your favorite hate list or something. And if you're looking for the guy that I mean, there's a popular subgenre, obviously, in the gacha community, is builds, right? The guy who has good builds, go to him. Or the guy that is super good at the game, go to him. This and that, this and that, this and that. Right? There's a lot of subgenres. Oh, the guy that knows a lot of lore about the game, go to him for that, right? I'm the news guy, but on on Twitch, it's very limited, and I found that the subgenres that you can enter is that you have to be really good at a game, right? You have to be really good at the game, or you just have to have a lot of experience with the game. At least when it comes to the gacha, what is it? At least when it comes to the gacha games that I've been playing, that seems to be the common trend in terms of like how you're gonna maximize the amount of viewers that will watch you. Unless you're import, right? Because like I know there are tons of YouTubers that aren't necessarily good at the game, but they have a large fan base anyway. They'll watch them, so they'll watch them regardless of how good the game, of how good you know I don't know that person seems to be, right? Not everyone is gonna clear Spiral Abyss floor 12, right? Not everyone. There are gonna be some huge streamers that you know are good at the game, or okay at the game, or even bad at the game, but they have a large audience. Sure. But they're typically imported, right? But if you want to start out as a small streamer, for example, me, right? You want to, grow natively on that platform. It's extremely difficult unless you're really good at the game, right? Or unless you have good builds or something. Or if, you're willing to like change with the meta, this and that. The thing is, I like covering gotcha stuff. I do, right? I make reviews. I make news, trivia shows, whatever. I make all sorts of gotcha related content. I even do weird one off episodes like, what is it? Smash or Pass videos. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I do all sorts of wacky stuff on YouTube, right? But on Twitch, it's just like, oh, I have to be good at the game. Oh shit, because I'm a casual player. You know what I mean? And for gotcha games, you know what I mean? It seems that being a casual player means you're fucked in the ass. And it kind of sucks, man. It really does. Because, like, because, I don't know. I really do like the gotcha gaming niche. I really do. But when it comes to streaming it, it seems like I can't be part of that niche. Like, if I want to stream something, I guess I can't. I guess I can't stream gotcha games, I suppose, because I have to be either really good at the game or I just don't succeed. You know what I mean? I just don't succeed. Like even like your most friendly tubers that don't, or your most friendly streamers that don't necessarily cover Spiral Abyss shit, uh, you know, or cover any type of end game content, right? For example, something that's not Genshin related or HSR related. YDCB. He mainly covers Epic 7 content, and yeah, he does RTA streams and stuff like that. And but first off, he imported his fucking fans from Summoner's War, um, and yeah, he's an Epic 7 streamer, but he doesn't necessarily do a lot of RTA streams compared to his other E7 counterparts who do more often and are more dedicated E7 streamers, and probably grew from Twitch, right? They probably grew from Twitch. But yeah, YDCP he fucking imported his buddies, and he has a lot of cash, which means he can just whale. That's another thing too. If you're a whale, and you constantly whale the game, you don't have to be good at the game either. You can just spend a lot of money and be okay at the game. But if you spend a lot of money, then you're naturally good at the game, and that means people want to see you, right? People want to see you and watch you, this and that. But for like an average Joe like me, who's a casual player, a casual lad, you know what I mean, who doesn't really, you know, partake in any of that stuff, and or I log into these games like once a week, every 2 weeks or so. But like I said, I am dedicated to the game. I just don't. I'm just not that dedicated, and I just want to share my love of gacha games with my fellow Twitch guys, you know, my fellow gacha players in a certain category. But I just get overlooked on because you know what I mean. It's just nobody wants to watch me, play a random game like no, or you know what I mean. It does get really frustrating. I don't know. I just wanted to make this video just to rant about that. It's just like, oh yeah, yeah. That's the reason why this video even exists. Anyway, it's just because I just wanted to rant about how difficult it is to just stream a gotcha game, and just not and just feel really bad about it. Right? It's just like fuck. I just wasted my time. Like I was just like I put on a show for these people. You know what I mean? Like hey, it's not that like oh I'm being demotivated or anything. But it's just more like I'm being nihilistic, right? Like, okay, I, made the stream interesting, right? I talk for like 2 hours, right? And I constantly commentate over everything. And I'm like, oh, whoa, that's so cool. Or, like, I mean, okay, yes. It sounds like I'm forcing it, but a lot of times I don't, right? I'm just like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just making, like, stupid jokes here and there, right? Sure. Okay, sometimes I do force it, sometimes. But most of the time I don't, right? And I just, I'm just chilling and relaxing and, overall having a good time, right? Just, you know what I mean? Like, just vibing, if you will. Just vibing, right? Sometimes if I want to go try hard, I'll try to force it, of course. But most of the time, I'm just vibing, just chilling, just having a good time, playing whatever gacha game. And then afterwards, I get the email, the Twitch summary that tells you how many viewers that, came in to watch you. And it says 0, and I'm just like... It feels like I'm wasting my time. It honestly does. It feels like I'm wasting my time, right? It's not like you have a back catalog to where it's like, you know what, this is good stuff, right? This is good stuff. It'll blow up one day eventually. On Twitch, it's like, hey, you could have been an amazing guy, an entertaining guy for the night for about 2 hours, and nobody was there to even give a shit. Nobody was even there to give a crap, right? You were fun, you were funny, you know what I mean? You had a fun time, and honestly, anyone who would have showed up to your stream would have had a fun time as well. But no one gives a crap about you because you're not good at the game. You're not hardcore. You're not sinking a tons of money into this game. And you're not dedicated, right? You're not dedicated enough like other streamers. So you just get absolutely wrecked, and nobody wants to click on your goddamn stream. And the only person that's live, at least on Twitch, is you. So it says you're streaming with one viewer, but actually, that's just you. You're the viewer, right? And you're the viewer. So in reality, no one's just watching you at all, and it's sad. It makes you like, I mean, look, like it's not about the numbers, right? It's not about the numbers. I mean, okay, it is technically. It is technically about the numbers. But at least on YouTube, right? I make videos. Sure, they don't do well. But as long as I know they're good, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, only luck will decide whether or not that video will do well or not. But at least in my heart and at least in my mind, I know this video is good. Or, that video is good. This and that, right? So, yeah, like, I don't care about that. But on Twitch, you're streaming, you're having a good time, and you're making this the best stream ever, and no one wants to watch you. And so you end up streaming, and you end up wasting your time. I mean, you end up wasting your complete ass time. It's like, yeah, you could just... I mean, the luck aspect, right? Before, this video ends, I do want to talk about that. The luck aspect is still there. You're hoping for someone to click on your video and, you do your best to entertain this and that. But if no one shows up, it's like you're wasting your time. And honestly, the odds are against you, right? I mean, that's the same thing with YouTube. But at least with YouTube, like I said, that back catalog is insane. It's like eventually you'll have your chance, right? I mean, that's what I hope. So I hope I get my chance one day. But like I said, Twitch doesn't have the back catalog, which means you could do the best stream ever, and you're fucked, absolutely fucked. Yeah. And not to mention, I have to be good at the game, spend a lot of money, or import my audience from YouTube or something, this and that, which all these I can't fucking do. And it's not like I'm gonna try to learn a new game that way I can stream it on Twitch. That's just stupid. You know what I mean? I want to cover stuff that I enjoy, right? I want to stream games that I enjoy. But the issue is, if I stream games that I enjoy and no one's watching it, like, what's the fucking point, right? What's the point? And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying, like, I'm not saying that I only have fun, right? I'm not saying that I only have fun streaming whenever there's people around. Obviously, that's the best part. When you get viewers into your stream, right? That's the best part. In fact, that's everyone's favorite part. Is when you have viewers in your stream, of course. But no, like I said earlier in my video, right? I said earlier in this video, I talked about how streaming is fun. It's relaxing, and overall, I have a good time with it. And some days I don't care if I have no viewers. I just stream and have a good time, right? I just have a good time. Just chilling, relaxing. Some days I get 3, 4 viewers in, and it's like the best day ever because I get viewers. And then some days I'm not feeling too well. I want to relax. I stream, and then I see that there's no viewers at the end of the stream, and it makes my day worse. You know what I mean? Um, I'm not. It's not about It's not about the viewership. It's all about you know. It's all about having fun on stream. But I won't lie. I won't lie. When you check that Twitch summary and it says 0 people were watching, and you were like, damn, I had so much fun. This was such a great stream, but nobody watched it. I just feel dead inside. And people can say that blah 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 blah. It's not about the numbers. Blah 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 blah. It's not about whatever, right? Whatever. The copium. I huff that copium with you too, but after a while, it does kind of hurt. It does kind of hurt. And yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, really. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll probably cover some more Gacha news in the future. Whenever I have the time, I'll work on some Gacha trivia. And I do plan on doing an E7 Overlord collab review. Okay, bye.